Hi, this is Raquel with Paints and Glitter, and there's no one here yet, so I'm going to give this a little bit of time, and I'm getting so much glare from my window, but let's see if I can do a video. Testing my connection here, and okay. I'm going to wait and see if anyone wants to come on. I have a slow connection, but hi Tanya, let me know if you can hear me. It's as always, it's a trial and error kind of thing to do a live video where I live because of my connection, but I'm gonna try to zoom out a tiny bit. I tried to invite people via Instagram. Hello Regina, thank you for being here. So I was just telling my husband I'm trying to get the camera in the right angle, put everything where it needs to go, all that good stuff. And my tripod, which is the two little legs are here and the third one is over there, kept tipping over. Hi Joanna. Yes, for me it's afternoon, but thank you for being here. So let's get to it. I'm not gonna wait any longer because then I'll keep you guys waiting. But hello Linda. Linda, is it your first time here? If it is, I welcome you. I invite you to subscribe if you're new to my channel. And if not, then I thank you for coming back. So the first thing that I want to say before I forget is that the last live video that I did was pertaining to a tutorial that I shared. And I want to apologize because it was my error. I did a snafu as I was uploading my video. And if you make YouTube videos, then you know what I'm referring to. I clicked the wrong button, and I'm trying, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. I clicked the wrong button, and I erased my tutorial that I had done for this adorable little basket, which was, oh, awesome. It was for the last mini album release that Tonic Studios did. I went ahead and just played around with one of the pieces and was having fun with it, and I was asked to do the tutorial for the little basket, which would have come in handy for this past weekend. However, I accidentally deleted the video. So those that were here and got the live, feed were able to see exactly how to make this, but I'm hoping to make up for it with pictures and written instructions. My website, however, is now being updated. I was on that today, wasted half a day on that. So in any case, that's how it goes, right? Hi Rocky, thank you for being here. Yeah, I erased it like a dingbat. It happens, right? Sometimes it's like you want to do the right thing, and I think I was doing too much at once. I was definitely trying to do two things at once, and I guess that's not the MO I should be following. So lo and behold, here is the kit number 61. I was looking at the last one, and the last unboxing video I said, oh, I remember Joanna was here because I was complaining about how they didn't have numbers. They do, I just didn't see it. Ooh, I'm already happy about this. All right, I'm looking for my information just to make sure it's not made public here, right? As you can tell, I took it out of the outside wrapper in case you think the box comes bare like that. It does not. But I think it's safe to open. Okay, so here we go. Ta-da! And guys, I'm so sorry for the glare that my window is causing here, but I think you guys can see it. So yes, we have Linda. Okay, so Linda, Tanya, and Joanna are from the UK. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. And then Regina, if I'm not mistaken, Regina, you are in, gosh, was it Texas? I can't remember now, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's wonderful that you guys get to know each other as you're in the chat as well. That's super awesome. So here are the inks, Nuvo inks. There's a Nuvo pen. There's the other little Nuvo goodies in here. Every 3 months, if I'm not mistaken, you get a new folder. I'm sorry, this is the folder. Okay, keep yourself organized. And then this is the little wallet where the dies and stamps come in. And then, of course, the paper. So let me get that out. So then there's a box. You know, you keep the box if you want to make a mess in it. It's up to you. But let's start here. The inks are the hybrid inks in the Tropical Fruit collection. There is Panama Rose, Rubber Duck, Lime Burst, and I think they're so pretty. So a little close up of that, right? Then the pen, if you're not familiar, Tonic Studios has different size glue pens. This is the smallest. It has kind of like a ballpoint pen. Then here's the medium, which is more of a like a marker tip if you had to compare it to here in the US to a Sharpie marker. And then here's number 3. It's I call it the Big Mama. And this is great for intricate pieces. If you're doing layering, I highly recommend them. And then, so let's just open this one for the sake of showing you the tip if you haven't already seen it. It's more liquidy. I think I saw someone on the group post that theirs was watered. It's not. It is meant to be more fluid, because if not, it's not going to come out of that little pen tip. So just like that. It does have, if you've never seen one of these, it's going to look like it has wax on the tip, and that's because you have to remove that. That's to protect it from leaking in transit. And then you just warm it up like any other pen and you're good to go. So there's that. I'll swatch out the inks so we can see what those look like. I was asking Tonic if they had any refills, and I was told nope. They don't anticipate having any refills. Let me get a white piece of paper so we can see that. Bear with me. This one, I think I'm set. There we go. I should have grabbed a stack of white papers. I was looking at other stuff and I didn't. So here's the Lime Burst. Let's see what the color payoff is on that. Okay, not very juicy. You know, if I have to compare it to like Catherine Pooler or Ranger, but they serve a purpose. That is Rubber Duck, super pretty yellow, by the way. And this is Panama Rose. And that one stinks. I don't know why, but it's so pretty. Hello, Maureen. Thank you for being here. And, oh, it's South Carolina. Okay. You're right. Thank you for correcting me. But these colors I think are super pretty. Nice for blending. And then the next thing here, and if you don't know about hybrid inks, it means that you can use it with either watercolor. So say you did the flamingo pink with this, you're going to be able to work with it without it going crazy on you. Or you can use alcohol markers in the same fashion and you're going to be okay. And you can also emboss with them. So that's super cool. So in my little baggie, ooh la la. Okay, so this is the fun stuff. Nuvo drop. This is a crystal drop. These dry with a really pretty dome shape, like a pearl. And the color is Morning Dew. So it doesn't really have much of a color because it dries clear. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see that. It looks like a droplet of rain in the morning. That's what it looks like. So the color, the name is perfect. And then the Nuvo spray, sparkle spray, which is a sample size. Let me see. The real size would be, so this is a full size, but you're getting a nice sample size. This one is cream, C-R-E-A-M, cream gold. And it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to using that. And of course this one, I'm going to go ahead and just do the dropper thing here. So you can see it's a very elegant gold. I would compare it to there's a paper that Tonic has that's gold, and I think, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but hey, I would wear that. And I accidentally grabbed copy paper, so this is not cardstock. That's why it's doing that. But it's a really pretty gold, no matter what. So, oh, yes, you do get a variety, so you never know. It's a guessing game as to which colors you're going to get. However, you may be able to find that combination on the website if you didn't get it in the kit. I find that, you know, they're kind of they're repeating colors in a way, but I don't know if this is a new gold. I'd be lying if I said that I knew. It is gorgeous, though. Like, seriously, it's beautiful. Then the ribbon. This is the ivory white. And this is a 5mm size. And yes, you can color this with your alcohol markers or your inks. Oh, okay. So Regina's saying she doesn't have that ink. You got the Dream inks. Oh, I see. So you got a lot of duplicates there. Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, I know that they're doing, what do you call it? You know, you get your exclusive items in the kit, but it would be kind of neat to see more exclusive inks, I think. I don't know. Even if they brought them back later, that would be kind of neat. Let me set that aside and then move these aside for a second so I can share with you the rest of it. So those are kind of the fun tidbits, but here's the actual kit. The Sassy Shell Bag is the name of it. So pretty, and those of you who like the tropics as I do will appreciate the shape. Because of the seashell, of course, that it makes. It's so pretty. So you get the description there, you get that little code so you can look it up, and then here's the name of everything that you could receive in your kit, the number, which is helpful. And what I like to do, which I've been sharing lately, is to grab a label. I do have a label maker, and then count how many dies are in the kit and put it right on my kit so that I don't forget. Here's the stamp. It is stunning. It's the reason I wanted this. Because of the stamp. I think you guys will be able to see it here. So, oh, okay. So those are sold out. That's too bad. But it doesn't surprise me that if they are sold out, that it would be in a kit. I don't know if Tonic is phasing out those little inks, but I'm wondering if they're going to replace them with a different kind of ink. I would be happy if they did, to be honest, because I love the colors. The formulation, not so much. I like that they're hybrid. I like that you can use them with either alcohol or water. But the fact that it's so fast drying, in my opinion, is not the best feature for ink. I'd rather it take a little bit longer to dry and be able to manipulate it more than to have it dry so quickly, if that makes any sense. But the sentiments say, let's celebrate, play on words, of course, and wishing you oceans of joy. And the actual matching dies I'll take out. So we're going to look at those. And I'm so sorry that my window is casting all of this shadow here, but I hope you guys can see this. There's the base, which will cut out layers, and this gorgeous little seashell here I think is so pretty. That makes a tag, so it's got that going on. And then here's the other layer for the seashell in itself, the layers for the side of the box. And then the sentiments as far as dies are concerned are see you soon, SEA, lots of love, just for you, and a bunch of stuff I can't read, so we'll have to cut them out. So there's that. And the papers. Before I forget, of course, you can put it all in here, which is wonderful. Because in that way, if you're like me, you won't lose your stuff the minute that you put it away. Very, very useful. You can put it all in that little wallet. And of course, this will fit about, I think it's 5 more sets. Let me take a look. So I have another one here, and you're able to fit, as far as the little envelopes are concerned, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I have 4, I guess, in this one. And the reason I bring that up is because you can, if you're not familiar with the kits, you can purchase these separately. So you can definitely get yourself organized in that way. Then I was going to set this aside for a moment so we can look at the paper. I try not to be too messy, but it happens anyway. Messy, messy anyway. Okay, let's look at the paper. Throwing stuff out everywhere. I'm always making a mess. Okay, here we go. And I think this is where, trying to make sure. Okay, so according to our little list here, oh, it's so beautiful. All right, so the glitter paper is called Turquoise Lake. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think all of you know about the glitter cardstock from Tonic, but it goes without saying. They do top-notch work when it comes to this paper because it doesn't flake and it's just so pretty. Then let me take a look at these. These are the regular linen weave cardstocks, which are the classic card. And we have those in, let me see here. Okay. I like to look at it with the the linen weave facing up. All right. So from light to dark there, which I think you can see on screen, we have cream, linen weave smooth, right? So there's 2 of those. There is mauve. One of these is mauve purple. I'm guessing it's this one. Only 1. Then amethyst purple. Only 1. There's ocean blue. And there's teal blue. And if you want to compare the colors, this one's more like that one. And then there's a specialty cardstock, which is lilac waves, and yes, it does look like water. And then on the other side it's white, so it can be inked. Super pretty. So that's the cardstock, and it comes with its own sleeve. And of course, if you want to label it, you can do that, but it's just as easy to put this in here if you want to do that as well, and that way you know the names of the papers, and you can reorder them if they're still available, all that good stuff. I like to kind of keep it in here. I don't know why, but I do. So here's what I was looking at in my stash, as you can tell here, because I was showing this earlier. I was looking for this color paper, anticipating that, and then it just so happens I have this too, which I don't know which way you guys see my video. I think it's this way, right? I'm always like, do they see it upside down? I don't know. Yes. This is called Let's Be Mermaids by Echo Park. Let me see what year this is from, because it's not new. What year was this from? 2016. It's vintage. Anyway, I had picked this up for someone, and in anticipation of making something as a gift. However, it just so happens that that person said that this was not the color palette they wanted. Apparently, I thought it would match all of this stuff, which is why I have it in there. This has nothing to do with that collection. I just thought it would match. But I thought this was really pretty. Obviously, I didn't use it for the gift, so here we are. I was thinking it'd be fun to cut into this and see what comes of it, right? So these papers have, it's all this, you know, cutesy stuff for children. A lot of adorable little images if you like that. But look at this. It's got that same kind of, pattern, I should say. There's the sea stars. This one's more like the shell of a turtle, I would compare it to. Bubbles. And then here's more of that. This pattern's in the die set. If you compare it to the little mermaid tail looking thing. Sort of, right? Interpreting that as the same design. The fish, I love that. Stripes. And then there's all these sentiments all over the place with the little mermaids. Ocean water, rainbow stripes, polka dot, pink on pink. Love the whales, blue on blue. Oh, there's a little turtle. I was right. How cool. I love that. All right. So anyway, little fish. Don't want to keep you guys here all night with the patterns, but I guess they don't repeat themselves. I thought they would. I love the seahorses. So pretty. And then, of course, if you were to use this for a large mini album or a scrapbook page, then you've got your really big, the borders and words and all that. And then on the back, more patterns. So wonderful collection because they don't skimp on the designs. And then, lo and behold, there's the stickers, right? Super cute. All right, so let me set this aside a moment because I was thinking. Oh, let's cut this out. Take a look at it, right? And I have my machine next to me, so you'll be hearing some noise. But depending on how you cut this, then you can certainly have, what do you call this? The spine of a little book, if you were doing a mini. Or, of course, you can layer it with other dies and make different kinds of pages. So what I want to do is, where's my paper cutter? Where did I put it? It's around here somewhere. Here it is. Like, where did it go? Okay. And by the way, I haven't even touched the Ferris wheel. Can you believe that? Is that heresy or what? I've been too busy. I was doing design stuff for Craft Stash, which if you haven't seen those videos, I would really appreciate it if you would take a look at least one of them. Because they have to do with the magazines from Craft Stash and doing math here in my head. So if you could take a peek at those, that would be awesome. So this is looking to be, this is an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper. I cut it, I thought evenly, but I obviously did not. But if I cut it at 5 by 5.5, ooh, okay, let's see if this is going to work. There we go. I should have enough to do, yeah, this base here. And I'm not thinking of this side because I'm not going to use it for the sample, but let's get a cutting and see what that's going to look like because I think it's so cute and very similar in color to the other papers. But because I have more of this, I'm just going to cut a few of them. And I hope that's okay with you guys. How's everybody else doing? What are you guys working on? The typical question. Are you crafting as you watch? And I have 12 people here, so I would truly appreciate if I can get at least 10 thumbs up. At least. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I have them layered still. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut away this little side portion. And I'm not necessarily going to let that go to waste. I'll try to find a clever use for it, right? Because it does look like a little tail. So let's set that aside and see what we can do with it. But I want it to be even on both sides, so I'm also going to take away this other little portion, which is meant to create that curved box. I'm going to go in like so. All right. And what I was thinking is how this can fold over, of course, and create a cute little spine by folding it in opposite directions and gluing one on top of the other. So now I have a cute little spine there. And of course you could do this definitely just for the box itself, but how sweet is that? And this can definitely be incorporated into another mini album if you wish to do that. I'm going to set that aside and I'm going to repeat it. Let's see here. I had said 5.5 by 5. Woohoo! That's fun. Oh my gosh. All right. Am I back? I hope I didn't get disconnected. I don't know how that just happened. It would not be one of my videos if I didn't have some sort of crazy situation happen here. Bear with me. I want to make sure. All right. Everybody okay? No one lost their head? I didn't lose mine. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let me see if I can get situated here, guys. I apologize for any kind of dizziness that I may have caused anyone, because I know it's not fun. All right. I'm trying to make sure that I'm in frame here. Let me see. You guys let me know, because I do have a little bit of a delay. I'm going to refresh here. Okay. I think I'm good, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, anyway, let's start over. I'm going to try to do this again. And of course, I could probably get more out of this if I was really, really being clever about how I'm cutting it. So let me be a little bit more mindful of the angle. That makes two of us, Rocky. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say I don't know, because I'm not sure it was ever there to begin with. That would mean acknowledging that I had one. Oh gosh. That's life though, right? Anything to keep you humble. That's what I always say. I'm like, that's God's way of keeping me humble. Just gonna let me fall on my head, so I don't think too much of myself. Okay, I'm trying to follow this. And of course, you could do this out of a 110-pound cardstock, which would make it way more sturdy. I'm just doing this for fun. I have the paper, and I'm in the mood. That's it. That's the end of that. Now, I don't think this is going to be big enough. No. So I'll have to use it as a layer for something else. That's okay. Let's do two in this color. Yeah. Okay, 5.5. You know what? Let me do something really quick. Okay, here we go. Because it turns out I can't see where 5.5 is here. Thanks, Tonic Studios. One little line they could have added, but they didn't. Keeps me guessing. And of course, inaccurate all the while. But let me do this, and it's still not going to be big enough. I'm trying to think that I could somehow make this paper bigger, but it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Okay, cut that one 2 times, and then we'll be good. Gosh. Maybe I'll call it a notebook. I don't know. A little notebook. Little seashell notebook. I just think it's so darling. And I had previously made a mini album with, oh goodness, the hexagon shape, the bee one. I don't know if you guys saw that video. I made a mini album in a bee theme. I don't know where it is. I don't know what I did with it. I lost it. How does that happen? How do you lose a mini album? I looked for it and looked for it. I'm like, oh gosh, did I throw it out in my cleaning, what do you call those? You know, like when you get into a cleaning rage or whatever, you just start throwing things out. Is it possible that I threw out my own mini album that I made, that I worked so hard on? I don't even know. Set that aside, and I'm going to cut one more, and I promise that's it for the bases. Oh, so sad. One more. I want to make sure that I have plenty there to play with. Not to say that I will use every single one, but why not? Let's see how far we can get. Oh, Rocky. You know what? So did I. 2 times. 2 times. It's coming in the mail again. Shh, don't tell anyone. It was, okay, so did anyone take advantage of the sales this past weekend? Because that was insane. And am I upset? A little. Why? Because some of the sets were $5. Are you kidding me right now? $5. $5 for some of the sets that were made available. I just could not. I almost passed out when I saw, because of course I missed out. It was like, click, no, sold out, click, sold out. I was like, yeah. This is how it goes. This is why I, you know, okay, so years ago I worked retail, and I used to tell people, for some reason, when I would go shopping, I would give off this vibe of, she may have money, and I don't know where that comes from, because I don't. But there was this joke that a girlfriend of mine would say to me. She's like, you know, we walk into a store and everyone's like, hi, how can I help you? What can I do for you? But she, on the other hand, felt very ignored. And I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue. But I did work in retail, so I guess I didn't give off the vibe of, I'm afraid of you coming after me in a store. In any case, she said to me that she noticed that people just were throwing themselves at me to spend money, you know. I would say, well, you know, the downfall to that is that it feels like they add zeros to all the prices when I walk in. Can I find a sale? No. Other people post things online. Oh, Hobby Lobby has a clearance. Oh, this is on sale. You know, 2 pennies for a set of dies. Can Raquel ever find them? No. Yes, it's definitely my fault. That's what I'm here for, Rocky. I am here for you to have a way to blame someone else for for hitting click, click, click. Okay, can I open this? Apparently not. Let me open it this way. It is my fault, and I allow you to blame me for it. It's all good. Now, I was thinking of doing a light layer, but hello. Got all this paper. Let's do some different ones. Let's do, I'm trying to think of the outside. Obviously not those. Kind of like this. I like the pink, of course. Let's see here. And I'm not too big on stripes, but because they make my eyes bounce, that's what I call it. Make my eyes bounce. But wow, this is very, very okay. I think I'm gonna settle on this for the outside with a layer of the pretty paper. Let's do that. Or, whoosh, they make it difficult. There's this watercolor, or, you know, ocean color, and then there's the polka dot circus. Yes, if you, I mean, it's laughable though. It really is. You know what? This would be cute on top of that also. The yellow on that. I don't want to think about it too much though. So I'm going to try to cut as many layers as possible at once. So here's what I'm going to do. This is obviously going to be that layer. And I'm going to see how many times I can fit it on here. And this measures, let's see here, measures just under 4 inches. All right, be right back with 4 inches of that. So what's good about this is that you can really play around with it, you know, cut it however many times, and then, you know, mix and match it because of the fact that it's double-sided paper. That's what I like about these kinds of collections. So then from here to here, it's about 5. Cut it there, give myself some leeway. Okay, and I appreciate you guys having the patience to be here. There we go. I'm gonna try to make the most of that. And then I'll start gluing and all that good stuff. So I wanted to mention to you guys that I wanted to do a collaboration with some ladies, some very lovely ladies that love Tonic Studios as well. However, our schedules are kind of difficult to coincide with. So we're going to see what we can come up with. It's going to have to be, at the moment I have a senior in high school. And I'm trying to dedicate as much time as possible to his things. So weekends are kind of are difficult to plan. And all of that just to say that as soon as we can plan a video, then we're going to do a fun live together. And I think that'll be great. I'm going to cut this one down as well. I'll do some of those. Right? Because variety is the spice of life. And I apologize that this is, you know, time consuming, but this is how it goes, right? Gotta spend the time to get the results going. And of course, with all of the different layers that you can do, my goodness, those little strips will come in handy because you can do the little embellishments and all that good stuff. Did anyone else get this kit? Of those of you who are in the chat, I have 9 people here. And there's still opportunity to get it. If you haven't, you can definitely take advantage of the link that you're going to see in the video's description. Go ahead and pick it up, and if you want to make a mini album, then this would be a quick and easy way to go about it, because it's small, but it's sweet. So now I have some adorable little layers, and I can start with that and keep growing with it. But I do want to cut out that really intricate piece. And for that, I want to use my super cute paper here. I think I want to go with the glitter. Should I do the, yeah, let's do the glitter. And then I need to find something to put underneath it. I think I'm cutting it this size, is it? I don't know. Don't know. But I think that layer's inside of this one. I have to be sure because I've never used it before. And I'm just thinking about this particular layer, right? That goes inside of this one, doesn't it? Yep. Thinking out loud here. But I think that's gonna work. And I think, there we go. Try to cut that one twice. Okay. All right, so there's, you know what? It cut through both layers like butter. That's so awesome. So awesome. So now I'm going to cut this intricate layer right into that. But I'm only going to do one at a time because I don't want to have this get ruined. If you put too much paper, you run into the probability that it's going to slide instead of cut. So I don't want that happening. And I'm wondering if this is going to fit on the leftover. I think it will fit maybe in that little corner. Maybe. That's cutting it close. No pun intended. I don't think that's going to work. All right, so let's take a look at this. Ooh, did it cut? Try to be gentle with it, but I'm going to see if I can clean this off real quick. Alright, so most of it I was able to get off with the brush, and the rest, if I can find my pokey tool. Where are you? Here we are. The rest, I think, yep, it's going to come out just like that. I just don't want to be too rough on this because I don't want it to fall apart because it's super thin. This little area here is so thin, but it's so pretty. The fact that they can get a die to do that, in my mind, is just pretty impressive. No matter how many times that I run a die through that machine, when it works, I'm really impressed. All right, so there's that one. I'll do that one more time. And this time I'll be a little more confident since I've already done it once. And then of course, if you wanted to do this without cutting that intricate detail, you can definitely run it like so with your paper. Let's just say it wasn't glitter paper. And then just do your embossing mat. It would look like that, right? And you'll get the impression on your paper, which can be equally as beautiful, especially if you just want to color into it, or do the embellishment mousse. Woohoo! This is what I meant earlier. Gotta be careful with that. So that would be a fun technique to play with, especially with the sprays and all that. Okay, and I promise you guys I'm going to start gluing. I promise. And then I'll cut here and there as needed. Alright, because I think I have enough to at least get this started. I'll set that aside for a second, and then I'm going to brush this with gusto. All over my floor. Oh, my aim is off. Okay. Casi casi, as we say in Spanish. Almost. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of this. And clean this off, and then we'll get started. Whew. Okay. I'm so afraid of this tool. Don't want to hurt myself with it. All right, there's that. Little this and a little that, and we're good to go. Okay, so now what I'm thinking is that, of course, it's up to me how much of this I want to make into what I would call like a formal style mini album. But as I had said before, if I fold this and fold one in the opposite direction, I can just have them meet in the middle. Now what I would like to do is just have them slightly overlap, so that way I have more room between them. I think that would look really cute. And I'm gonna go ahead and then just cover the back with just one of these, and I'll be good to go. Because I can always cut that down. I think that makes sense. All right, so I'm just doing that, and I think you guys can see me okay. I hope I'm not overly crooked. But I think it's a little late to be worried about that. You can always use the grid, by the way, in the background. If you don't trust yourself with measurements, just place your paper on one line and then overlap it. I'm doing 1/4 of an inch here, so I'm aiming the second paper toward the second one there, 1/4 of an inch in, and then that way my little spine here, I can measure from here to there. My guess is it's probably 1.25 inches, but let me see if that's true. And that is, actually it's 1 inch. So kind of sort of 1 inch, and then from here to here it's 2 and 2.5 inches ought to do to reinforce that. Grab a piece of heavier cardstock. Pretty sure this is 1 inch. Nope, it's actually larger. So I'm going to go with 1 inch, like that. And then 2.5, I said. Do it like that. Let's see if that works. I think it will. Just as a reinforcement, and I just want it to fit right there in the middle. And I can do the same thing on the other side, but for now I'm just going to do it there on the outside. Let's see if this is big enough. It's not, so I'll just do it once. And then with this paper, I'll do the same thing. I'm going to make it 1 inch, just slightly under 1 inch, I should say. And then 2.5 inches. And if I wanted to get really fancy, then of course I could do the little ribbon on here and all that. But for now, I'm just going to do this. So you can always add on top of that. So there's my little spine piece. And I can start adding to the inside. And here, because I don't want this to start competing with the length of that first page, then I can cut this down or score it about 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch in from that fold line. So if you see where that is there, I just have to score it a tiny bit more, or I can just place it here as it is and allow it to be the same exact length. I don't think that that's an issue, to be honest. That's up to you if it bothers you, if it shows up like that. I actually think that's kind of cute. So I'm just going to add it. But I am going to cut this down about, I would say halfway down, so that there's not so much bulk. And then this is about 1/4 of an inch. And then I can just place it in my little book. I can place it right next to the front one, like that. And then keep adding to it. Do the next one. I'm gonna, I think, exchange the colors, like so. Cut it down to 1/4 of an inch. Put some glue here. have a little fun. Can place it at the same distance as the previous one if I want to, or a little bit closer, whatever you're comfortable with. And you can still use that grid in the background if you're not, like I said before, if you're not comfortable with the angles and all that stuff, just use that grid in the background as reference and you'll be fine. And I like that. I'm going to do it with the darker blue again. Cut it down. Add some glue. Add my little page, and this one's going to overlap a tiny little bit. Not too much. Just because I wanted to hide that kind of unsightly little seam. Add my little page there. And then what I'm going to do with the next one is I'm actually going to fold it in the opposite direction. That way I don't have my paper butting into that fold, because if you do, your book will not close. So I'm just cutting that one down, adding my glue, and then I'm facing this one toward the outside like that, following that guide, and this should be a-okay. Then I can start making it pretty. Let's see, who's here? Hi, Elizabeth. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. You've missed an earthquake. A silly story. I start feeling like Bob and Larry. Oh, gosh. I accidentally knocked my camera over and all that good stuff. But that's, you know, that's entertainment. That's what happens. All right, so I'm going to fold this, make sure it's cute and all. And of course, all of these have that little hole already in there. It can be covered up if you want to with the little pieces that come with the collection, or you know, you do what you like with that. So because you can put the little ribbon on there at the end. Now this is a soft spine. It's not very, you know, it's not like it's got chipboard in it or anything like that, but I think it's cute. Now I had said that this would layer cute, and I think that's nice and bright and happy, and I like it. So I'm going to go with that. And I'm only going to put adhesive on these thicker portions of this. No sense in giving myself a headache with the more intricate parts of it. But this will be cute. And there's another set that has the sentiments and mermaids as well, that would match this paper collection. If you happen to have that, you can combine that set with this one. If you don't know what I'm referring to, I can certainly show you. Or if you have the set, I think there's about at least 3 nautical sets that I can think of from Tonic Studios that come to mind right away. So if you were doing it with a more neutral theme, or even for a boy, you could do the other one that has kind of like that message in a bottle and all that good stuff. Thank you, Regina. See, we're on the same wavelength there. So I heard, oh yeah, yeah, no, don't worry, Elizabeth. My catastrophes are all taken in good humor here. It doesn't matter, you know. It's not the first time that I've done that, by the way. Accidentally knocked over the camera and all that good stuff. Even though my husband was trying to get me to tie the leg of my tripod, but I wouldn't listen. So I've got my Nomi homie holding up my my camera at the moment. Oh, I think this is so pretty. I love yellow and blue together. So that's a happy little seashell there. But that the little box that you could turn into a pirate box, and I think some of you know which one I'm referring to. It came in a bundle with the little purse. Matter of fact, here's the purse. I didn't get the bundle because I only wanted this, but then this past weekend, that other little box was on sale for, guess what? $5. Did I get it? No. Was it sold out? Yes. Am I bitter? Nah. Oh, hi, Jessica. Oh, yes, absolutely. You've not missed anything. So what time is it? Let me see here. Okay, so Jessica, if you watch the replay, forward 1 hour into it. Because sadly, I've been here this long and all I've gotten done is the base of my little book. But it just goes to show, I mean, you do have to take the time to cut the papers and all that good stuff. I'm going to put these on the inside, like so. And of course I did the unboxing and all that good stuff. But look how cute. Even that side is adorable. I wish I could show you guys the other ocean theme mini album that I did. It was one of my favorites, but it was a gift, so obviously I don't have it. You want to say hi?
Hi, everybody. I'm just looking.
My husband's looking at the chat. He's peeking in. So go ahead and say whatever you want, because he's gonna read it. You know, they can hear you're sipping.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry.
He's standing next to me sipping a drink.
I was working.
Glurg, glurg, glurg.
80 degrees out.
Oh gosh, men have such freedom, don't they? Like we women are like, oh my gosh, let me do my nails. Oh, the glare. Oh, let me make sure the camera's facing the other way so people don't see my double chin when I turn on my video. He walks in. Yeah, he's gone. He left. I like the primary colors on this. I think it's so cute. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna do pink here, and then seashell, and then green, so on and so forth. And on here, if you don't like this seam, for instance, so let me just do it instead of talking about it, right? As I always say, just do it. Go ahead and take your little pieces that you cut away, and then you already know it's going to match top to bottom because it came off of the same die, or die cut. And you can do that. Or another thing that I've done is if I have really adorable washi tape, I put it on the paper first and then add it. So I might do that off camera just to have a little shine, you know. But what did I say? Oh, both of these are so cute. But I think too much pattern, so I think I'm gonna go with the pink. And then I can always cut it again because the paper was 12 inches. So I can do this. And this is, of course, very basic also. I just wanted to have a play with it. I wanted to have a little fun with the die set. I immediately was thinking of, oh my gosh, a little book would be so cute. And I think, in fact, the other design team members, of course, have already shared this. And I'm pretty positive that, I think it was Ruth. Ruth made a mini album. I couldn't tell you what it looks like, but it's more than likely not so kiddish. I just happen to have this paper. I thought it was cute. So here's the back side of the starfish paper. Now, the other thing that has just come to mind, which I should have shared earlier, is if you want to tuck little pictures here and there, you can always cut a little slit into your paper or not adhere the full thing to the base. But I'm just doing this for fun again. So I'm doing all my base layers the same. And then I'm going to add on top of this whatever comes to mind. I'm going to do this one here, and I think I ran out of layers. So it's a good time to add a couple other little things here, so as to not be monotonous. So let's see here. Got the people, those things, and the things, and okay. So I still need 4 more pieces there. However, yes, this is self-care therapy. That's what that is. Therapy session for myself, you know? It's just a little reminder to myself of don't stop caring, you know? It's very, very, what do you call that? Just one of those things that you do that doesn't have to have much explanation, but if there were one, that would be it. So here's this little piece that would normally go on the side of the box, and it would have been this way. Yep. However, I want to use it as a little decoration here. And ooh, something just came to mind. Yes, give me 1 second. Where is it? This. And where's the other one? I don't have it. I just happen to have this ribbon. Ooh la la. Yep, something just came to mind. So let me cut this out. So cute. And of course, can use this paper. Let's not let it go to waste. Woo, that's cutting it close, but I think I can make it. Maybe. I'm so chintzy when it comes to this sort of thing. But I think I might be able to make it work. Let me see here. Actually, no. The angle's wrong. Let me see if I can do... Maybe not. I'm going to try it anyway. Let's see what happens. I needed a little bit more, but I might be able to make it work. Just going to do it this way, which probably makes no sense. But hey, angles are angles. So I'm going to put that there. I'm just using my little bitty machine here. Okay. And, all right. So it's not going to have the cutesy stippling, but it's not like anyone's going to see that anyway. And I'm going to cut that again out of a brighter paper. Let's do the yellow. So I really like that combination. And then it's going to have blue, yellow, and green because I'm going to make an embellishment out of that. So let's do this one here. I hope you guys can see this. I'm pretty sure you can. I'm doing my little yellow layer solid, and then I'm going to bring this one back and make this one the really frilly one. Grab my tape. And of course this can be made into a shaker. How adorable would that be? If you want to go through that, you know, make the layers, because there's enough of a border on that to make it into one. Super cute. I can just see people having so much fun with this set. Making a really girly, adorable project. And we are being joined now by Sandra. Thank you for being here, Sandra. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, so let me see if I cut this correctly. If not, I'll run it through one more time. And honestly, if not all the pieces fall out, I don't think that's a problem. But I have a cousin who happens to be a marine biologist, and I think you know, she would love this. I think of her whenever I see things that are ocean theme. I'm like, oh, my cousin. We were roomies in college, and I think there's nothing I can see with an ocean theme that does not remind me. And there I go again, of her. All right, I promise it's gonna be the last time you guys see the top of my head. I'm watching my replay because I have a delay. Oh, isn't that so much fun? Okay, here we go. That's what I get for shaking the table. All right, that's gonna be the last embellishment because I don't want to shake my table. All right, let me glue this together. I'm gonna be gentle. Now I'm petrified of my tripod. Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna put this together here, and as I said, you could definitely turn that into a shaker if you want to. I'm gonna put it as a little embellishment on my book. And I wanted to also share with you the set that I said would make a good combo with this. If you have it. That would be this set here. So if you need some little seashells, these would match perfectly. Because they just so happen to have this arch, if I have to describe it. Let me see if I can find. Okay, I'm thinking the white is gonna probably be, see, but I don't like that color with that. What color should I cut it out in? The purple, does that match? No, oh yeah, it does. Yes, it does. Let's do that one. I want to show you guys what this is going to look like because I think it's going to be so pretty. So I wanted to cut that out and put it on the edge of the page. They changed the print on the kit bag and folder. Yes, they did. Now it's a little bit more, you know, kind of like a neutral color. I'm happy that they did that. Not a fan of dark colors. So if you saw my room tour that I did, everything is in that really light blue because I just am calmed by that color. So I wanted to share with you, and this is what I was thinking. You know how there's that little hole in the page? You can bypass that by using this embellishment and still get that really cutesy look. Oh my gosh, I think it's so cute. I am going to double it up, but I'm going to just go ahead and put it here for now so you guys see what I'm talking about. And what I'll do is put the glue on the actual page just there. I probably shouldn't have done that. Nope. Take it back. I'm wiping that off. Put the glue on the little star if you have the set. On the star, not the page. There we go. And then this actually embosses right into that also. But of course you could use a little marker and color onto that little star to get all those little details to pop out. I'm putting a little more glue because that didn't work the first time around. So I'm going to do that again. Oh, but what a cute little detail. And I promise you I'm not an entire scatterbrain. I just wanted to show you guys that before I put on the little tail, because what I want to do with the tail is that I want to add a little more, you know, something to it. Okay, so I want to make it a little tuck spot here, but I want this to be frilly, so that's why I got this out, because I was thinking that I can turn this backwards here and pleat it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna look so cute. Okay, yep, I'm doing the pleat. I'm just gonna use some hot glue, get myself started here on the corner, and grab the ribbon. I have to think backwards here. So I want the ugly looking portion facing me. on the back of that little tail. And then I'm just going to pleat it by folding back and forth like a little ocean wave. That's how I'm going to describe that one. If you've never pleated ribbon, just fold it back and forth onto itself. So I'm going from holding it this way, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then I'm going to try to fit as much of it as I can on that little portion of paper. And I'm going to finish it off by folding it back on itself. Again, to get that yucky portion facing the back of the tail. And this is very light and airy kind of ribbon. I don't know how I would describe this, but I knew that I had this in my stash, and I got to thinking that it would be so cute with an ocean theme. And then here, I can push this in a little bit more. I'm gonna fold that in on itself a little bit more. And yes, I stick my fingers right in it. If you're, you know, not wanting to burn yourself, of course, you can use one of these little metal spatulas. Just, you know, my thing is it sticks to that, and I'd rather just wipe it off my fingernails or whatever. But I got a little tail. It's so cute. That's what that looks like. And this is kind of crazy because of the type of ribbon that it is. But I'll just cut away what I don't like. And then I'm going to add this to my little book, and it's going to be kind of cutesy. I'm only going to add glue, however, to that one little portion there. So that way it is a tuck spot, and if I add a picture or anything, it's going to have room for it. Because it is a small book, I'm going to hold it there, layer it on there. And can you imagine, you could put like the initials of a little girl or boy on there, and that would be so adorable. So let's see here. So, oh, okay, so Regina's saying just the Nuvo product bag and the paper perfect folder for the paper. Yes, so you're referring to this, right? This and this? Because this is quite new, the folder, which I'm so happy they started doing that. It used to just come, what was it, in a plastic sheet, or I'm trying to remember now, or if it just came loose in the box. I can't. No, it was a manila folder. That's what it was. So here you see how this kind of pokes out of the edge. I actually like that because if you're going to present it this way, I think it'd be so pretty to have different colors going all the way down of different seashells. Oh my gosh. I just think it's adorable. Little tail there, little tuck spot. So let me show you, right? You can fit stuff all the way in there like that. It's not going to be a problem. And this is very delicate, but what I tend to do with this type of thing is that I'll double it up by placing another one right behind it. And if I can do a mirror image, then I'll do that. If not, then I will cut another one out of vellum or just the outline and then stick it on there. That's how I usually go about that sort of thing. So let me go ahead and do another. Let's do the little seashell and these little guys that came with a kit. I am referring to this one because that can do another little tuck spot, and then these cutesy little guys. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable, and I hope I don't ever lose them. And you know what? This came with, I'm trying to think. This came with some cute little papers, but I think they'll get kind of lost on that. But sometimes I like to look at the stickers and see if there's one that I can cut away. that'll give me that nice shiny finish, like the little banner maybe. Ooh, I can cut the little star out of that. That would fit. And I know that's kind of, you know, fiddly, but that's an option of something that you can do if you want to get the nice bright colors out of it. I think, let me see, I'm going to do it out of, let's see if I have some other metallics here that'll work. Not that. I have these other papers that are also very pretty. There's this one. This blue matches that as well. And then I have this pink glitter. I think this one will be perfect for the seashells. Let's do that. It's so little. Don't need much. That's another cool thing about it. Well, actually, I want to do this one with that as well. So let's do a piece of that. Right? And I'm not going to use the tiny machine so I don't knock everything over. And then this little guy is the tag. I'm going to use this pink behind that. It's going to be a little monochromatic, but I think it's going to look cute. This is also Craft Perfect paper. This is the one that came with the previous kit, and it's such a pretty shade of pink. I think it's adorable. So let's place all of this here at once. Benefit of the magnetic mat. Everybody gets on there at once, and woohoo! Meet you on the other side. Yes, you're right. I want to do a background with the sprays and then do that, you know, that really beautiful mirror cardstock on top. But I want to do that for a card and see what that looks like. Now I'm going to save all these little pieces because I think they're going to come in handy because I can do another background. And those are not that difficult to figure out. Here's the tag portion of it. But you can cut off that little piece there. Just follow that little curve. And then this can go right on here. I can also do a third layer by cutting it again. So let's do that. Let's do another piece and we can color it. I am going to cut it out with that tag piece one more time. This one here. Guys, this is how I craft. I'm like back and forth, left, right, up, down. The whole bit. All of it. All of it all at once. All right, I'm going to do this and then we'll color it. And I was thinking of adding a lighter color in there. Okay. So once again, I'm just going to take away that little portion we don't need. What a fun, this is just therapeutic, guys, by the way. You have a stressful day or anything, you can just cut paper. It just makes you feel good. The color that came with this was this, right? This color combo. So let's do that. We'll do yellow, green, and blue, right? No, pink. Yellow, green, and pink. Ooh, what's that? Sorry guys, I was trying to find a brush that isn't contaminated. All right, so I want to start with the lightest color in the bunch, and that's yellow. I'm going to try to load my paintbrush as much as possible. And I'm going to do this one toward the center here. I'm going to follow that up with a little bit of pink. Don't need a whole lot of that. And this is, of course, you know, just you do what you like, but this is just the fun of using the products, right? And the last one would be the green. I'm going to go in from the other end of the paper here. It lends such a pretty blend. The reason I did not combine green and red is because I don't like the color of mud. Green and yellow will blend nicely with each other. The same with the yellow and the red. Or pink, I'm sorry. I keep saying red. Alright, so there's that. Now I can place this on top. And I'll have that pink border, but I can still have a little bit of this border. And I'm just going to cut away a tiny little portion of this. Trying to get this a little bit more rounded. And if I want to, I can stagger this on here. Add my other little shells here and there. This doesn't really read as anything because of the pink, but I can layer it on top of something else. Maybe that other seashell, who knows. And then put the little star on here as well. I don't know, just fun, right? I could do the same with you know, another piece and keep blending all those colors and adding them in there. What I'm going to do with this one is glue this layer down because this is delicate. I don't want it to break. So I am going to glue it entirely as much as possible. And this is where I was referring also to that glue pen, you know, the wide one. You can use this and just pounce it on and then wait, give it a couple of seconds, and then adhere it to your background. And it's wonderful for those very thin little details. And the glues, they dry clear, but you still want to be, you know, careful with them. In my case, I'll just, you know, I can always throw some glitter on top of that, not worry about it. But I'm going to make this like my little landing area here, so I'm going to glue this one down. And following those little curves to kind of maximize the real estate of that page there, even though it's so small. And then here, I'm just going to add some hot glue. You can add foam adhesive if you want to, of course. I'm going to let it cool off a second, and then I'll put it down. Hello, Sam! Thank you so much, darling! By the way, I'm so sorry I missed your giveaway! And guys, if you've not visited Sam's page, you need to go over there. She is Paper Besos. Holy moly, her junk journals are just so gorgeous. Full of detail and just wonderful little surprises and all that stuff. And I mean, everyone in this, you know, audience here, if you will, is a wonderful crafter in their own right. But if you like, yes, if you like junk journals, be sure to visit her page because you sell them also, right, Sam? So it's good to support one another. Oh my gosh, how cute! How cute, how cute. I now want to do a more grown-up version of it. But let me see what I can do with the front of this because I did share the other set with you guys. You think I remember where I put it? Got snippets everywhere. Let me do a little bit of a scan of my area here to see if I can find the die set I just shared with you guys as I throw everything all over the place. I said I was going to save the pieces of that seashell. Guess where they are? All over my floor. Let's see here. Where did I? Here it is. didn't go far. So there's this little girl here. If I wanted to keep it with the whole die set look, guys, I keep bumping into that. I wanted to see if she would fit on the front, and I think that is the case. And this is just some yucky washi tape. When I get a really intricate die, if there's a portion that I see that won't cut through perfectly, I just stick washi tape on it, and 9 times out of 10 it helps. So I think I'm going to put her right there. I'm going to put a piece right on top, and I'm going to make use of, I think I'm going to go with the pink glitter again, because I put pink on the side, and this seems to be a color that I'm gravitating toward right now. So let's just do it and not think about it, because this is crafting. It's not rocket science. I'm going to do this 2 times. Let's see here. White. I'm going into my stash of my scrap papers. I knew there was a word in my mind, I couldn't get it out. My scrap paper. So I'm going to cut these first. Hello. Oh, hi, Miss Robin and Miss Jigglypuff. Oh, yes. Safe travels if you're on the road, Sam. So I'm going to set that aside for 1 second. I'm going to cut this one with this intricate piece, which it's older. This set is no longer sold, but I just couldn't help but want to see what that would look like. Now, this paper collection, of course, is very childlike. I think there's enough to do too, to be honest. So let's just see what this is going to look like. This is uber intricate, but I think it might work. So I'm going to poke all these out. I had done some invitations with this set, and whew, that was a lot of work. I'm going to see if this is going to cut out for me without me having to run it through again, because glitter paper is a little bit more finicky when it comes to these very intricate designs, you know. There's inevitably a different type of fiber to this kind of paper, and that's why I'm not running it through with my, normally this is a tool I would use to clean it off. I'm not bothering with that because I know that I'll destroy this. So it takes a bit more patience, but I think with anything in life, there is value to having patience. Pays off most times. Most times. Right. Being gentle. And this is going to be a gobstopper of a cover, but I think, you know, again, this is just for fun, whimsy, all that good stuff. Not taking it too seriously here, but I don't want to ruin it after I did all the rest of it. And I still have the, you know, the little pages in there to decorate and all that good stuff, but I can take my time with that. I don't have to do that all in one sitting. And considering the fact that I just got this in the mail today, I'm quite proud of myself of the fact that I was able to do as much with just one die set. Because this is, you know, combining it with the things that you already have is always a fun thing to do. I always recommend that. Use what you have, supplement what you have. See what is, I used to say, you know, find your buddy in your craft stash. Okay, voila. Got the little one there. Now, I could cut her out of the background. That's always an option. It would make it far more delicate. However, because I had cut out the background with this white paper and I just did this here and I really liked it, that's what I want to go with. So let's get those inks again. I already have my little brushes ready to go because I already used them. I'm just going to set her aside so she doesn't get lost. And grab my little inks. And as I said before, I'm going to start with a lighter color. Now, because this has a little, you know, image is the word I was looking for. You can follow that if you want to, but I think that's not necessary. You can just do the whole ombre look and it's going to look just fine. You don't even have to use the brushes if you don't want to. I'm just going to go ahead and do it because I had started off in, you know, with that. And quite honestly, I should be using the bigger ones. Yeah. Should be using these, not the little ones. If you don't have a larger one, then, you know, make do with whatever you have. And if you don't have these kinds of inks, you can do the Distress Oxides, or you can do the Catherine Pooler inks. I think they're both very nice. See, this is giving me more of a blotchy, splotchy kind of look because the surface area is larger. But again, that's okay. You can pounce it if you want to, like that. This is, you know, ocean life. If you're going to compare it to anything. Where's my lid? Here it is. Blind as a bat. Okay, here we go. And then last but not least, I'm doing the green. And I don't want to cross-contaminate my cube. If not, I would just splotch it right on there. But a little bit of texture doesn't hurt, right? You could even emboss this if you wanted to before you place that second layer on top. But let's call that sufficient. Put her on here. And so here I can go ahead and move it about however I like. You know, do I want her to be more on the yellow, on the green, whatever. I think I like it like this. So now I'm going to glue it down. And there are portions of this that you can fill in with glitter or anything like that. Anything shiny. So I'm just going to go in this direction. Try to follow the scallop. Put some little pressure. And if I want to be uber whimsical, I can add that that ribbon on the edge as well, if I wanted to go in that direction. Just going to keep it simple for now. Put her there, and it kind of blends in because I did the yellow in the background, but the way that I'm going to overcome that is that I'm going to add some shine to this, and I'll do it off camera, but I'm going to do the Nuvo drops right on the tail to bring more shine to that area and more texture. But for now, I'm just going to glue this down with a little bit of adhesive just in the center here. Because again, I'm not doing anything extraordinary at the moment. Just playing around with the set. I think it's so cute. And then on the inside, I want to add my little star and shell that I had mentioned before. Just here and there, whatever. Because I can add little sequins or gems, all that good stuff. But let me see, with this kit, there was also, what I didn't share were the little sentiments. And by all means, you can use them. There's the little tag. You can deboss into your paper with them. Let's do this one. And I'm going to put my little tail back. I ink. I'll do it out of white cardstock just to make it easier so that it can be seen. And then I'll just do a little bit of inking on there. Kind of like that. And I would do the Nuvo now. The thing is that I don't want to put my fingers in it because it is so easy to do that. But typically what I do is I cut the tag out first. And the other sentiments are on here. They cut into the background. I don't see, however, a piece that cuts standalone. So, to explain what I mean, let me just flip this for a second. The other sentiments would cut out of this portion here. So they didn't come with another piece that you could layer on top. Just to let you know. Because this kit is still available. If you wanted to pick it up today, you can. All right, but this is the little tag that comes with it. And then it comes with these little pieces that are going to deboss right into it. So if you want to, you can ink this portion first and then put your paper on it. You know, it's a little bit of a, you know, it's more work, I guess is what I want to say. But it can be done. Or you can do this and just leave that impression on there. And guys, I don't know if you've seen the Creativation videos that are popping up and how Spellbinders is now going to be selling a letterpress-like adapter to the machine. But that's pretty much the same thing. It's a metal plate that, just like this, that doesn't cut but debosses into your paper. And then you do have the option, same as this is metallic, of adding the ink first and then running it through. So just wanted to put that out there. Same as these. It just leaves, you know, it leaves a strong impression on the paper and all that, but all right, so I can go ahead and do this with the ink. Start it off in whatever, you know, light or dark color. You can mask off a portion of it if you want to. I accidentally got it a little bit, the tape tore off a tiny bit of that, but I can do that, you know, with whatever's left over on my little brushes, so to, you know, not let it go to waste. And then I can have this cute little tag. So if you see that, hopefully you guys can see it. Let me hold it the right way. So I keep thinking you guys are seeing me backwards. But it says lots of love. And then, if you like, you can certainly, I think I'm in frame. I do have a delay. Yep, I am in frame. So it says lots of love. And then if you want to, you can add a little shine to that. You can add the gold that came with this. And just add a few drops of that if you want. Let it kind of fall in there. Okay. Just, you know, mixed media. Doesn't have to land anywhere in particular, but it gives it that little bit of shine. And then, of course, the ribbon that came with it. Where'd you go? This one here. You want to open that up. We can add this to close the book. Now, I'm not going to finish this right now because, you know, I'll be here all night. I'm going to keep you guys, but at least it's a good beginning. Now, this one I wanted to share. This is the whiter one of the two, but where's the other one? I just had it. I know that I just had it. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay. I put things away and then I can't find them. Alright. Well, in any case, I digress. Tonic Studios has a thinner ribbon. Somewhere in this room I have it. And it's the 3mm, so it's 2 millimeters narrower than this one that you can also use. And yes, you can color it also. So if you want to keep going with that whole ombre look, then most definitely you can do that. Just use your little cubes. Go ahead and ink up your ribbon. I'm going to Roll it on the other side here like that. You don't have to be shy about it. It's going to dry just fine also if you've never done that. I do the pink on this end like that. And then if you see how nice and bright it's going to take on. Now if you want to do this with oxides, you can do the same. What you don't want to use is the, let's see, what would I not recommend? The inks that have oil-based ink, I wouldn't use on ribbon. But that's just, you know, my word of advice. I'm going to do the green on this end. And this is going to match that paper collection perfectly. And if you could tell, I did wipe off my surface before I went in with a different color because I don't want to cross-contaminate my cubes. Now this black surface can be deceiving. You might think it's clean just because you don't see it, but it's not always the case. All right, so now we're just going to cut this away. Give myself a little room there just in case. Put my little tag on it. All right. Put this on here first. Just going to curl it. And you can use a lighter to burn the ends so that way it doesn't fray. But if you want, you can feed this through the entire book, or you can skip the pages and just, you know, tie the first and last, whatever you like. And that's what I'm going to do just to get this done because I've been here a really long time. All right, now, oops, I can't bypass that second one, so I take that back. Woohoo! Correcting myself. Because I put this here, I'm not going to be able to bypass that one. So you would have to feed it through whichever ones are going to have that extra little extension of the page, if you know, if you want to call it that. Definitely not necessary on these, but if you're going to do this on all the pages, which I intend to do, then yes, you're going to have to feed it through the whole thing, because if not, it's going to compete with that piece of paper, and that wouldn't be cute. And then, of course, I cut it a little bit longer because all of this manipulation inevitably is going to fray your ribbon. So then what you do is you cut off the excess, and that's when you go ahead and apply your lighter to make sure that it seals that edge. Okay, so I can bring this to the back, I can bring it to the side, however you're comfortable, but I think it's so cute, especially when you tie the bow, and then it has all those colors in it. Super fun. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna make my little bow there. So once I have all my pages ready and all that good stuff, that's when I would go ahead and cut this. I'm not gonna do it now because I still have more to do on this book. And obviously I would be feeding it through all the little holes in there. This is kind of half done. But it's got the little tag there. And I don't like the way it looks because it's not properly done. But I just wanted to show you guys. You can feed it all the way through or not, you know. But it definitely looks better if you do it correctly. Or you can also do just the bow on the front. Or feed it through on the side here. Do your ribbon all the way, you know, loop it around and then tie it with a little bow on the side. That would look super cute too. Let me just show you real quick. On this piece here, since it was wider, you know, you can do that. And then, you know, obviously you want a longer ribbon, so you want to estimate for that. You want to measure it and all that good stuff. For now, I'm just going to do it here because I think it's going to look cute. So that way I can show you a sort of finished piece here, right? Just cut that little piece off just so it looks cute. And then this one too. Like that. I've got my little tag just like that. But this has been fun. Oh my gosh, I think it's so cute. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys like the set, that you enjoy, you know, the little bit of a presentation that I did there for you. Let me know what you think of it. I can think right now of one thing that I would fix, and that would be to face her the other way, right? But the benefit of having tools is that I can fix that. Um, Thank you, Jessica. I think you got here a little later, so just to share with you, I did, let me show you really quick, because I have the pieces all cut. I started cutting into this, but this is a collection that I use from Echo Park. It's called Let's Be Mermaids by Lori Whitlock. There's a possibility, not this is Tonic Studios, but there's a possibility that you may be able to get the collection online. I think that Echo Park, if I'm not mistaken, if this is a collection made available by American Crafts, if you go to americancrafts.com, sometimes they have these collections available in digital form. So if it's something that you really like, then you can take a peek at that. If not, of course, you know, any little collection like this would work. And then this is the cover. That's what I wanted to show you, because I know I'm more likely to remember a cover than the name. So that's that. And then of course this is from Tonic Studios. As the title says, it's kit number 66, and the name of it is the Sassy Seashell Bag. It is meant to make a bag, but as you can tell, you use the dies as you wish, and you can make different items with them, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you so much for having been here with me. If you guys could leave me a thumbs up, it definitely helps my channel. A subscription would be wonderful as well if you like this type of content. And if you want to shop using my links, it leaves me a tiny little commission that I would also appreciate if you guys want to take advantage of these items. And don't forget that this kit is available only for the next few days, but a new kit becomes available I believe it's the 20th of every month. And then when you are a kit subscriber for Tonic Studios, you get 10% off of everything else that you purchase from them. And they come out with exclusive items with every kit, whether it be the Nuvo product, which you can get full size, like we did the inks this time around. The inks were full size because, or actually, no, I'm sorry, these are the smaller size. The ribbon is a full size ribbon. Right now, in fact, these are on sale on the page. You can find, there's a bundle for $10. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 9 different kinds of ribbons. And they come with their own stamps, the dies, as I shared earlier. Just fun stuff that you can, you know, add to your stash to create beautiful gifts and, you know, mix and match and all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And as I always say, I hope that you can be inspired and be blessed. Ciao, ciao. I'm going to clean up my mess now. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you.